as we head into December 31st of 2022 and then eventually into 2023, everybody's thinking about what is the price of XRP going to be by January 1st of 2023, or what is the end of year going to be for XRP's price point. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what XRP is going to hit and what the price prediction is for XRP by the end of the year or by the end of 2022. In fact, we are going to be analyzing facts, including charts and multiple other technical analysis measures, as well as adding external influence into the factor of XRP's price point. And so today's video is going to be a very interesting one. Make sure you guys stay and watch till the end. And of course, make sure you smash that subscribe button, because if we hit a minimum of 15,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving away 15,000 XRP. That being said, I hope you guys enjoy it. Smash the like button, share, subscribe, and let's get right into the video. Alright, now I don't want to talk too much about settlement, just because settlement is really something that is a 50-50 chance. It is still not guaranteed. We look at XRP and we look at Ripple and the SEC and we say that, you know, there are trends that show that it's going to settle, and maybe it's going to settle December 15th, maybe on a different day, but again, there is always a possibility that there isn't settlement. Now, it is important to understand that if there was a settlement, that the price of XRP would skyrocket to $7 to $13, and if that were to actually happen on December 15th, then we can expect at least $7 to $13. Alright, let's shift away from settlement and let's jump into the second most juiciest point in the video. So Ripple has a lot of partnerships, and partnerships automatically mean the price of XRP is going to increase. And what you guys have to understand about partnerships is that, especially when you're, dealing with financial institutions, automatically once an institution partners with you and they're using the RippleNet system, they are buying XRP. And we've seen this with a lot of new companies, like for example, a lot of these members of the RippleNet team. You have the CIBC bank, you have, a bunch of these institutions, a bunch of these financial banks like the Amazon service, which recently also partnered with Ripple. But there is a key backstopper that is forcing the price of XRP not to go up right now. And what that is the SC vs Ripple case. And we're going back to this because it is the real issue that is closing off the price of XRP. And how it's affecting these partnerships is a lot of these banks and a lot of these institutions that are right now partnering with Ripple are not buying into XRP. They're not using the RippleNet system. They're just formally partnering so that after the lawsuit is done, they can start, using the RippleNet system. And automatically, when a bank or institution uses the RippleNet system, they are forced to buy XRP because XRP is what runs this system. And so when we look at the trends right here, and we notice that a lot of the partnerships that occurred prior to this lawsuit, the price of XRP automatically substantially increased as more partnerships were increasing. And once again, this was because these financial institutions, these banks that were partnering, were actually using the RippleNet system and were thus being forced to buy XRP and hold XRP. And so as you guys can see, XRP actually made its all-time high around the same time where they were at their peak partnerships, and that is around $3.11. So of course, what happened shortly after is the lawsuit. Now, when the SC vs Ripple case happened, a lot of these people that were holding, a lot of these institutions and banks that were holding, were scared that XRP could be deemed a security. So most of them ended up selling their XRP, and that caused the price of XRP to drastically crash once again. And again, there are a lot of retail sales as well. But what we have to understand here is a main key player was these partnerships. These partnerships were increasing the market cap of XRP, were increasing the volume per trade of XRP, and when the SEC came along and sued Ripple, these financial institutions feared for themselves and thus ended up selling XRP and stopped using the RippleNet system. Now, of course, one of the biggest key things that actually proved this to us is Brad Garlinghouse going ahead and stating that the Bank of America is a huge partner of Ripple, but even them, they are waiting for the lawsuit with the SEC to end. And again, this is just because that these institutions are not using the RippleNet system. They're formalizing their partnerships so that when the lawsuit's done, they can use it. But as of now, they're in fear that the SEC may go after them if they do use the RippleNet system, which overall uses XRP. Now, not only were the institutions going ahead and selling off their XRP, but something else triggered the price of XRP to crash, which again, all of this is going to go back into what we believe the price of XRP is going to be at the end of the year. But I'm just telling you guys what impacted the price, so that then when we look again onto these factors that I'm mentioning, we can look at what is going to change that's going to trigger the price to come back up. But back to what we were talking about. So not only were these institutions selling off their XRP and halting all RippleNet services, which again caused the price of XRP to go down, but these exchanges in which me and you normally buy XRP off of and sell XRP off of were delisting XRP as well. And this was actually caused by the SEC, or the Securities and Exchange Commission, once again the Ripple vs SEC lawsuit, in which a lot of these exchanges were actually worried that they might be going ahead and allowing the purchase of securities, in this case XRP, since the SEC had claimed that XRP was security. If these exchanges had it on their site or were holding it of any sort of way, then they could actually get sued because they were allowing the sale of a security through their platform. And so a lot of these coins ended up, or these exchanges ended up delisting XRP. And it was quite clear that the SEC had put a lot of pressure on them, making it clear that any exchange that had XRP or has XRP, the SEC would go after, specifically after the SEC vs. Ripple case and the loss of Ripple. Now, they said that to try and put pressure on Ripple themselves, as Ripple owns a major portion of XRP. Alright, here's a quick reminder of metalcrypto.com, where you can buy your own personalized Ripple XRP coins with a case. They actually look fantastic, and again, I personally bought these for a lot of my family and friends. They really, really love them. I personally love them as well. They're the perfect decoration. And it's a good way to emphasize, look at my portfolio. I own XRP, and then showed them this physical coin right here. And they also have the XRP coin with case as well here. Comes in gold and silver. Also looks fantastic. They've recently added in the Stellar XLM as well as a bunch of their other coins like Shiba Inu, Polkadot, Litecoin, SateMoon, Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and so much more. So like I said, make sure you guys do check them out. Metalcrypto.com, link is down below, and they'll give you a free 10% off if you use my code. Once again, link in the description. Let's get right back into the video. Now, at the time of the lawsuit, Ripple had actually owned over 50% of the total supply of XRP. So they had a major portion of XRP, and if XRP at that time was about $3, let's use an example of maybe 50% of the total supply is 50 million. Now, I don't know the exact numbers, but let's use again the random number 50 million, then they had $150 million worth of assets. And what the SEC was trying to do here was trying to get rid of these assets so that this would impact the price of XRP, so that Ripple would have less funding. For example, if they were to crash the price of XRP from $3 to $1, now Ripple only has assets valued at 50 million, in which if they tried to sell, they would only be able to get 50 million. And so their tactic was a pressure tactic to try and allow Ripple to use as much money as possible in this lawsuit that they're battling with the SEC. The SEC really has unlimited funding because it's a government entity. So they were trying to waste as much money as Ripple and then give them two options. Either you officially deem XRP as security and you pay these fines, and officially XRP is kicked off because it's security, and that would automatically deem 99.9% of the cryptocurrencies in the space securities, and so the SEC could go after all of these other cryptocurrencies and use this Ripple versus SEC case as a backbone to that, and thus the SEC would make significantly more money, because the SEC makes their money from suing companies and finding them. So if they could find all of these companies, then the SEC would become rich, Gary Gensler's pockets would be full. So what happened is they tried to do that delay tactic. They tried to waste the time and spend as much money. And again, it backfired, as we see now, because Ripple is still stronger than ever. And in fact, Brad Gellinghaus, CEO of Ripple, made it clear that they have over $1 billion sitting in the bank. And so they're more than comfortable to battle this lawsuit out, and they still will not give up. And so if we talk about all the relistings that are going to happen, if, XRP officially becomes open to go ahead and buy and sell, the amount of new investors that would go into XRP would skyrocket. And that would, of course, cause the price of XRP to go up in value as well. And like I said, these institutions, once the lawsuit's over with, are going to reuse the RippleNet system, and that's going to force them to use XRP, and thus the price of XRP is going to go up. Now, I don't want to make this video too long, but there's definitely a lot of content that I want to go over here. So again, we talked about retail investors, but what else have we missed? Here it is, the Ripple IPO that is going to happen after the SEC lawsuit ends. Now again, this is huge. There's a lot of crazy things that are going to happen, and every single thing is going to impact the price of XRP. If Ripple IPOs, it'll officially becomes a company that public investors are able to purchase into. And the RippleNet system uses XRP. So keep in mind that yes, Ripple is a separate entity than XRP. XRP is a cryptocurrency. Ripple is an entity that I'd say owns a big percentage of the total supply of XRP, but they are closely linked together, because when you say Ripple, automatically the RippleNet system has to have a crypto coin, and the crypto coin that is mainly running and that is mainly allowing the RippleNet system to work is XRP. So without XRP, you don't have a functioning RippleNet system. This is something that people don't understand. RippleNet needs XRP. Without XRP, RippleNet is useless, basically. So automatically when we talk about Ripple IPOing, the benefit that Ripple IPOing is going to give to not only the Ripple company, it's going to substantially provide for XRP and allow investors into XRP more confidently. When you see a company that is using XRP in its day-to-day basis for its system, then automatically not only do you tend to and are inclined to invest in the Ripple system and the Ripple company itself, but also the thing that is substantially now, I'd say, cheaper than an IPO or cheaper than a public share of Ripple, but the Ripple really needs and relies on, and that would be XRP. So the Ripple IPO is going to bring a lot of new eyes onto XRP. Now, looking at it from a chart stance, I do have to say that it looks quite well. Like, I can give you guys numbers and I can look at and tell you guys percentages. For example, the pump of XRP that happened, its all-time high is about, if we look at it, 1,500%. So of course, if we take 1,500 from where we are now, we are looking at, oh, look at that, 1,500. We're looking at a minimum of like 550. In fact, after closer analysis, we are at $6.29. So this is where we're looking at the minimum. And to me, this just perfectly coincides with all the logical explanations. Like, at the end of the day, really what's going to make or break whether 2022 is going to end off strong for Ripple is this lawsuit. If the lawsuit actually ends before 2023 starts, then we can expect XRP to skyrocket to new all-time highs. So we stated that the $6, let's say the $6.49 mark, is really the 1,500 percentage mark. I think it was even 79, so I'll fix that and write that here for you. But people really fail to understand the logical side of things in terms of the external factors that are going to take the biggest play into all of this. Looking at, percentage gains is a very good way at looking, towards how the price is going to be, where the price is going to hit in a normal market, something that is calm. That's why we talk about stocks. We say technical analysis. Stocks are very stable, relatively don't have that much external impact. Crypto is different. Crypto, you have one guy that is a whale, a big whale, goes ahead, buys a ton of the market, causes the price to skyrocket, decides to dump, the whole market crashes with it. So the external factors do play into a factor and into account significantly more than anything else. In fact, a lot of these big external factors impact the price substantially. This is why for Bitcoin, for example, when Elon Musk announced that he was buying, the price of Bitcoin skyrocketed even higher than the amount of market impact he had from individually buying the Bitcoins that he said he was going to buy. And that is why he actually, when Elon Musk bought into Bitcoin, he instantly made a profit within minutes of him buying. And it wasn't because of his personal purchase that impacted the price of the market. It was because when he announced it, people were buying into Bitcoin. And so the amount of market cap and the amount of, market price and volume and funding that went into Bitcoin ended up causing the market to move significantly upwards. And so what I'm going to give is a price prediction that I've calculated based on multiple reasonings and based on all the points that I made you here. It took a very long time to come up to this conclusion, and maybe I'll make a separate video where I go into detail about how I got every single digit, but I don't want to make this video extremely long, and it already is kind of long here. The total price that I got if the SEC lawsuit were to settle and everything were to go in the way that I imagine it, meaning Ripple were to IPO, you have all these exchanges relist XRP, then we're looking at a bare minimum price. This is the baseline price of $34.97. So again, $34.97 is a substantial number that I feel is logical reasoning, is a reasonable number, especially when you have, all of these crazy things happening for Ripple. Talking about $34.97 is a very baseline reasonable number. In fact, I've seen people say it's going to head to 500 using the same information. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end off the video here. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Like I said, make sure you subscribe, like, and you let me know your thoughts down below. And I'll see you guys in the next Crypto Geek video.